This 17th of September 2025, let us unite in remembrance and love. In this video, we'll honor those who've recently left us and others who continue to inspire through their legacies. Alongside, we'll discuss WWE superstar Bill Goldberg's recent hardships, which have deeply touched fans. Subscribe now to keep their stories and strength alive. Bob Armstrong, born on October 3, 1939, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was a beloved figure whose charisma, skill, and dedication left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. Beginning his journey in the 1960s, Armstrong wrestled across numerous regional promotions, quickly earning respect for his athleticism, resilience, and the way he connected with fans. His in-ring style was a mix of toughness and showmanship, making every match memorable and earning him a loyal following. Over the course of his career, Armstrong captured multiple championships, including the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship and the NWA Tag Team Championship. He engaged in legendary feuds with some of wrestling's biggest names and became a cornerstone of promotions like the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Fans admired not just his skill, but the passion he brought every time he stepped into the ring. Beyond wrestling, Bob was a devoted family man. He passed on his love for the sport to his sons, mentoring them with patience, wisdom, and a strong work ethic, ensuring his legacy would continue through the next generation. His guidance helped shape the careers of many young wrestlers, both inside and outside his family. Recognized for his contributions to professional wrestling, Armstrong was inducted into several halls of fame, a testament to his lasting impact. He passed away at the age of 80, leaving behind a legacy defined not only by championships and matches, but by the hearts he touched. Bob Armstrong will always be remembered as a pioneer, a mentor, and one of wrestling's true icons. Perro Aguayo, born on January 18, 1946 in San Luis Potosí, Mexico, was a true legend of professional wrestling. Making his debut in the early 1970s, he quickly captured the hearts of fans with his electrifying presence, fierce in-ring style, and unmistakable look. Long hair and his iconic mask made him instantly recognizable. Aguayo wasn't just a wrestler, he was a storyteller, turning each match into a spectacle that drew audiences into the drama and excitement of Lucha Libre. Over the decades, he achieved remarkable success, winning countless championships and earning a place in the hearts of fans across Mexico and beyond. His legendary rivalries with names like El Hijo del Santo and Mil Máscaras became defining moments in wrestling history, with arenas filled to capacity whenever he stepped into the ring. Beyond the mat, Aguayo helped bring Lucha Libre to television and film, introducing the vibrant culture of Mexican wrestling to a global audience. Tragically, Aguayo passed away on July 3, 2019, leaving a void in the wrestling world. Yet his legacy lives on, not just in titles or accolades, but in the inspiration he provided to future generations of wrestlers and fans who admired his passion, charisma, and unwavering dedication to the sport. Similarly, Dusty Rhodes, who passed on June 11, 2015 at 69 due to kidney failure, left an indelible mark on wrestling. Known as the American Dream, Rhodes was a mentor, coach, and larger-than-life performer whose love for the business was infectious. His family, particularly his son Cody Rhodes, and countless fans continued to celebrate his humor, heart, and timeless contributions to the world of wrestling. Wayne Coleman, widely known by his ring name the Iron Sheik, was born on June 7, 1943, in Iran and became one of professional wrestling's most unforgettable personalities. He rose to fame in the 1970s and 1980s, captivating fans with his intense in-ring style and a persona that was equal parts charismatic and villainous. As the Iron Sheik, he often played the role of the antagonist, famously clashing with American heroes at a time when U.S.-Iran tensions were high, making his character both controversial and magnetic to audiences. Coleman's wrestling career reached its peak in the early 1980s when he joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. In 1983, he shocked the wrestling world by defeating the legendary Bob Backlund to claim the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, cementing his place in wrestling history. Beyond the titles and accolades, it was his ability to draw reactions from fans, whether cheers or boos, that made him a true star. Life outside the ring was not always easy for Coleman. He faced struggles with addiction and personal hardships, yet he remained a resilient figure, often finding humor even in life's toughest moments. Later in life, he experienced a resurgence in popularity through social media, where his candid, hilarious rants endeared him to a new generation of fans who appreciated his unapologetic personality. Wayne Coleman passed away at the age of 79, leaving behind a legacy that goes far beyond wrestling. Remembered as both a fierce competitor and a larger-than-life character, the Iron Sheik's impact on professional wrestling and the hearts of fans will be cherished for years to come. Sarah Lee, June 7, 1992, 2023, was a talented American professional wrestler and television personality whose charm, determination, and athleticism left a lasting mark on the wrestling world. Born in Hope Township, Michigan, Sarah's journey to stardom began when she auditioned for WWE's reality competition show, Tough Enough, in 2015. Her dedication, hard work, and magnetic presence quickly set her apart, ultimately earning her the victory and a coveted WWE contract. In WWE, Sarah performed under her real name and quickly became a fan favorite. She brought energy, heart, and professionalism to every match, inspiring both fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Beyond her athleticism, Sarah's warmth and genuine personality made her approachable and beloved. She had a natural ability to connect with people, whether inside the ring or through her appearances and interactions with fans, leaving an impression that went far beyond her in-ring accomplishments. Tragically, Sarah's life was cut short when she passed away at the age of 30, leaving the wrestling community and her fans in shock. Tributes poured in from colleagues, friends, and supporters who remembered her not only for her talent but also for her kindness and bright spirit. Though her career was brief, Sarah Lee's impact continues to be felt. Her journey, from a small-town girl chasing a dream to a celebrated WWE competitor, remains a testament to perseverance, passion, and the human spirit. Fans remember her not just as a wrestler, but as a vibrant, inspiring person whose legacy lives on in the hearts of those who admired her. Kerry Von Erich, born on February 3, 1958, was one of professional wrestling's most charismatic and beloved figures. A member of the legendary Von Erich family, Kerry combined natural athleticism with the magnetic presence that captivated fans throughout the 1980s. He made his name in Texas, rising through the ranks of world-class championship wrestling, WCCW, where his talent and determination quickly made him a fan favorite. Known as the modern-day warrior, Kerry's in-ring style blended technical skill with raw power, earning him respect from both peers and audiences. One of the defining moments of his career came in 1984 when he captured the NWA World Heavyweight Championship by defeating Ric Flair in a historic bout at Texas Stadium. This victory not only cemented his status as a top-tier wrestler, but also carried forward the Von Erich family legacy, leaving an indelible mark on wrestling history. Despite his professional success, Kerry's life was filled with personal hardships. He endured the tragic loss of multiple family members and struggled with substance abuse, battles that were often magnified by the public nature of his career. Through it all, Kerry's charm and dedication to wrestling never wavered, and he remained deeply loved by fans. Tragically, Kerry's life ended far too soon when he died by suicide at just 33. Yet, his legacy lives on, remembered not only for his incredible talent and unforgettable matches, but also for the humanity and resilience he displayed in the face of immense personal challenges. His story continues to resonate with fans as a poignant reminder of both the triumphs and struggles behind the spotlight. William Scott Goldberg, universally known simply as Bill Goldberg, stands as one of the most recognizable and influential figures in professional wrestling history. Born on December 27, 1966 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Goldberg's story is one of raw talent, unyielding determination, and an almost cinematic rise to stardom. The path that led him to the wrestling ring was not the typical one. Before stepping into wrestling, Goldberg forged a career in professional football, a journey that would ultimately shape both his physical prowess and his mental toughness. As a defensive tackle, he played in the NFL, briefly with teams such as the Los Angeles Rams and Atlanta Falcons, and though his football career was relatively short-lived, it provided him with the discipline and conditioning that would later define his iconic wrestling persona. Goldberg's upbringing in Tulsa played a crucial role in shaping his personality. He was not born into a wrestling dynasty or steeped in the lore of professional sports. Instead, he was a young man with an enormous drive, a powerful physique, and a desire to prove himself. That sense of ambition, combined with his natural athleticism, would soon translate seamlessly into a career in professional wrestling. Goldberg's journey from small-town Oklahoma to the bright lights of wrestling arenas across the globe is a testament to his relentless work ethic and his ability to seize the right opportunities at the right moments. The meteoric rise in WCW, Goldberg's arrival in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, in the late 1990s marked a seismic shift in the landscape of professional wrestling. At a time when the wrestling world was saturated with larger-than-life characters, Goldberg stood out not because of elaborate gimmicks or decades of storytelling, but because of the sheer intensity he brought to every match. From the moment he debuted, Goldberg was a force of nature. He carried with him a presence that commanded attention, a combination of explosive strength, athletic grace, and raw charisma that immediately captivated audiences. It was in World Championship Wrestling that Goldberg truly became a household name, a wrestler synonymous with dominance and spectacle. He achieved one of the most remarkable feats in wrestling history, an undefeated streak of 173-0. This streak was more than just a statistical marvel. It was a storytelling phenomenon. Each appearance built anticipation. Each match escalated the tension, and every opponent seemed almost doomed by the aura of inevitability that Goldberg carried into the ring. Fans were drawn not just to his victories, but to the feeling of witnessing something larger than life, a narrative in which Goldberg was both unstoppable and unforgettable. His signature moves, the spear and the jackhammer, became legendary, symbols of his brute strength and technical precision. Yet Goldberg's success wasn't just about physical dominance. It was also about the emotional resonance he brought to his performances, the intensity of his entrance, the iconic Goldberg chant that echoed through arenas, and the way he could make a simple match feel like a pivotal moment in wrestling history made him a true icon of the era. Transitioning to WWE. When WCW was purchased by WWE, then WWF, Goldberg's career faced a new set of challenges and opportunities. WWE, with its global platform and broader audience, provided him a stage to cement his legacy, yet it also demanded adaptation. Wrestling in WWE was different, not just in terms of style, but in terms of storytelling, production, and audience expectations. Goldberg's sporadic returns over the years, most notably his high-profile comeback in 2016, demonstrated his ability to capture the spotlight even after long absences. His feud with Brock Lesnar became one of the defining moments of his WWE tenure, culminating in matches that were both physically intense and narratively compelling. When he captured the WWE Universal Championship, it was not simply another title reign. It was a crowning achievement that underscored his enduring relevance in a constantly evolving industry. Despite the sporadic nature of his appearances in WWE, Goldberg maintained his aura of unpredictability and intensity. Fans never knew quite what to expect when he appeared, and that sense of anticipation, rooted in the memory of his undefeated streak and his larger-than-life persona, kept audiences engaged. Goldberg wasn't merely a wrestler returning from hiatus. He was a reminder of a golden era of wrestling, a living bridge between the past and the present. The icon and his many monikers. Over the years, Goldberg became more than just a name. His presence in the ring has been amplified by a series of nicknames that captured the essence of his persona. Da Man, the Myth, the Iconic. These weren't merely catchy titles. They were emblematic of the larger-than-life figure that Goldberg had become. To fans, these monikers weren't exaggerations. They were reflections of the respect, awe, and admiration that his feats in the ring inspired. Each nickname carried its own weight, whether emphasizing his dominance, his almost legendary status, or his role as a symbol of wrestling excellence. Perhaps the most enduring aspect of Goldberg's persona is the Goldberg chant, a call-and-response ritual that transcended his individual matches and became a cultural touchstone for wrestling fans. When that chant echoed through arenas, it wasn't just about nostalgia, it was about collective excitement, the shared thrill of watching a wrestler who seemed unstoppable, whose energy was palpable, and whose presence demanded attention. In many ways, Goldberg's impact extends beyond wrestling, touching the realm of pop culture and leaving an imprint that few athletes achieve. Controversies and Hollywood ventures. Like many larger-than-life figures, Goldberg's journey has not been without its challenges. His in-ring style, marked by explosive power and a tendency toward short, decisive matches, sometimes drew criticism from peers and analysts who favored a more traditional, methodical approach. Yet even this criticism underscored the uniqueness of Goldberg's appeal. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a spectacle, a demonstration of raw athleticism and immediacy that demanded attention. Beyond wrestling, Goldberg briefly ventured into Hollywood, exploring opportunities in television and film. These projects, though not always critically acclaimed, showcased his versatility and willingness to step outside the wrestling ring. He demonstrated that his charisma could translate beyond sports entertainment, even if the wrestling ring remained his true home. Each venture into Hollywood added another layer to the narrative of Goldberg as a multifaceted personality, someone whose ambitions and talents extended beyond a single arena. The road to retirement. After decades of competing at the highest levels of professional wrestling, Goldberg has confirmed that he will retire in 2025. This announcement is both a milestone and a moment of reflection, marking the conclusion of a career that has captivated fans for over 2 decades. Goldberg himself has hinted that this final chapter is an opportunity to leave on his own terms, crafting a send-off that honors both his personal legacy and the legacy of wrestling as a whole. Fans and pundits alike have speculated endlessly about who Goldberg's final opponent might be. Many hope for a climactic match against WWE's World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, whose own reputation for hard-hitting, technically sound wrestling would provide the perfect foil for Goldberg's raw power. The idea of this matchup carries symbolic weight. It represents a passing of the torch, a collision of eras, and an opportunity for both athletes to leave a lasting imprint on the sport. For Goldberg, it would be a final bow, a career-defining moment that encapsulates the journey from an unknown athlete in Tulsa to a global wrestling icon. For Gunther, it could be the ultimate test of his dominance and a moment to solidify his place in wrestling history. Rumors and speculation. As with any high-profile retirement in professional wrestling, Goldberg's impending farewell has been accompanied by rumors, speculation, and intense fan discussion. Questions abound. Will Goldberg retire with a victory or a loss? Will his final match be a traditional wrestling spectacle or something more experimental, designed to maximize spectacle and narrative impact? Fans have debated these possibilities endlessly, each theory reflecting the broader fascination with Goldberg's career and the emotional stakes of his retirement. Some speculation is also focused on Goldberg's relationship with WWE management. Rumors suggest that there may have been moments of tension regarding the timing and nature of his retirement match, as well as disagreements over the direction of the company in recent years. Goldberg, known for his straightforward, no-nonsense persona, may have harbored frustrations with creative decisions or the spotlight being shared with newer stars like Roman Reigns and Gunther. These behind-the-scenes dynamics add another layer of intrigue, highlighting the complexity of concluding a career in a modern corporate wrestling environment, maintaining relevance in a changing industry. One of the enduring challenges Goldberg has faced in recent years is the question of relevance. Wrestling has evolved dramatically since the height of his WCW streak, with fan tastes shifting, new stars emerging, and the industry placing increasing emphasis on long-term storytelling and character development. In this context, Goldberg's sporadic appearances in WWE have been both a blessing and a curse. While fans relish the nostalgia and excitement of seeing Goldberg return, there is also a recognition that his role in shaping the current generation of talent has been limited. Nevertheless, Goldberg's commitment to his craft remains unwavering. He has continued to maintain his physical fitness, pushing his body to peak condition even as he approaches his final match. This dedication speaks to the seriousness with which he approaches wrestling, not as a hobby, but as a profession, an art form, and a calling. It also underscores the emotional weight of his retirement. This is not a decision made lightly, but a considered conclusion to a career defined by intensity, discipline, and passion. Physical challenges and recent injuries. As Goldberg prepares for his final match, there are very real physical challenges that come with age and the wear and tear of decades in the ring. In July 2025, Goldberg revealed that he had suffered a broken hand, a reminder that even the strongest athletes are not immune to injury. This incident has only heightened anticipation for his retirement match, adding a layer of uncertainty and drama to what promises to be one of the most talked about events in modern wrestling history. Fans have expressed concern, admiration, and excitement in equal measure, recognizing the courage and resilience required for Goldberg to continue performing at the highest level despite these setbacks. Legacy beyond the ring. Goldberg's impact on wrestling cannot be overstated. His streak in WCW remains a benchmark for dominance. His matches continue to be studied by aspiring wrestlers, and his persona has influenced countless performers who followed in his footsteps. Beyond titles, championships, and accolades, Goldberg's legacy is one of inspiration, a testament to the power of presence, dedication, and relentless effort. He has shown that greatness is not only about winning, it's about commanding attention, seizing opportunities, and leaving a lasting impression on audiences around the world. Off-screen, Goldberg has also become a figure admired for his honesty, humility, and willingness to engage with fans. Whether discussing the highs and lows of his career, reflecting on his past mistakes, or sharing glimpses of his personal life, Goldberg has remained approachable and authentic, a rarity among performers of his stature. This human dimension, combined with his legendary status in the ring, makes him one of the most compelling figures in wrestling history. Preparing for the final bow. As Goldberg readies himself for 2025, every detail of his retirement match is under scrutiny. From training regimens to opponent selection, entrance choreography to match pacing, Goldberg is approaching this final chapter with the same intensity that defined his entire career. There is a palpable sense of anticipation in the wrestling world. This is not just a farewell, but a culmination, a moment for reflection, celebration, and closure. Fans are not only invested in the outcome, but in witnessing a performance that honors the career of a man who helped define modern wrestling. Emotional resonance and fan connection. Goldberg's retirement is about more than a career ending. It's about the emotional connection he has forged with millions of fans worldwide. From teenagers who watched him dominate WCW in the 1990s to longtime wrestling enthusiasts who have followed every comeback and WWE appearance, Goldberg has been a constant source of excitement, inspiration, and entertainment. His ability to connect with audiences, whether through sheer athletic prowess or emotional storytelling, ensures that his farewell will resonate far beyond the confines of the wrestling ring. The speculation over who Goldberg will face in his final match, the likelihood of a showdown with Gunther, the possibility of a surprise opponent, serves as a reminder of how deeply invested fans are in his story. This connection is not just about nostalgia, it's about witnessing a hero complete his journey, seeing an era close and experiencing the emotional weight of a career that has inspired countless individuals. Concluding reflections. Bill Goldberg's career is a testament to perseverance, intensity, and the pursuit of excellence. From his early days in Tulsa to his time in the NFL, from his meteoric rise in WCW to his memorable WWE appearances, Goldberg has consistently demonstrated what it means to be a professional athlete and entertainer. His journey has been punctuated by triumphs, setbacks, controversies, and moments of sheer brilliance. The upcoming retirement in 2025 is not an end, but a celebration, a recognition of a life spent pushing boundaries, inspiring fans, and leaving an indelible mark on the wrestling world. As the wrestling community awaits Goldberg's final match, one thing is certain: his legacy is secure. He will be remembered not just for undefeated streaks or championship reigns, but for the energy, charisma, and authenticity he brought to every moment in the ring. Goldberg's story is a reminder that greatness is forged through dedication, passion, and a willingness to embrace both the triumphs and the trials of a career spent in pursuit of excellence. His final bow will be a moment of history, one that fans will remember long after the lights go down and the chants of Goldberg echo through arenas one last time. Even with the broken hand in July 2025 and the physical toll of decades in professional wrestling, Goldberg remains a symbol of perseverance and strength. His retirement will close a chapter that redefined the sport, but his influence will continue to inspire wrestlers and fans alike. Whether in the ring or in the hearts of those who cheered him on, Goldberg's presence will endure, a lasting reminder that legends are not simply made. They are forged through passion, dedication, and the courage to leave an unforgettable mark on the world.